The label allergic to songs that make you smile, for real, bro. I think Fallen Leaks posted this on Twitter. Let me find it. I looked at it right before I hopped on stream, so maybe I didn't like it yet. People think Juice WRLD only makes sad music is the most upsetting thing, man. The amount of insane songs you guys are missing out on. See, I'm not the only one who just thinks the label only posts sad shit. And here's a theory that I got about this. So, you know how we've talked about like the death clause, which basically hedges the label so they always get basically a profit off of an artist while condoning bad behavior, as in like drug use, jail, whatever, gun violence, gang activity. At the same time, sad music is literally a drug, if you ask me, that people get addicted to, and then it makes them want to feel sad because it's just an emotion, and it is certain chemicals in your brain that if you get in a rut, you just keep feeling that way. And like you listen to the sad music, it kind of makes you feel better, but you need more of the sad music. So I think it's called like Ethos and something else. It's like a Greek philosophy, some shit, I don't know, wherein when something attaches to your emotions, it makes you more prone to do that thing, or you have more of a connection to it. So that's why I feel like the label, sadness, fear, that's a stronger emotion than happiness typically, because happiness, you go up and you kind of fall down, whereas when you get sad, you can be sad for a long ass time. I like to say I like to stay up, but it's much easier to be sad than happy. Am I wrong? Ethos and pathos. Right, thank you. I think pathos is the one that is emotional, whereas ethos is the logical. So because it adheres to pathos, it hooks you. And so just like how Juice WRLD's label kind of condoned Juice WRLD to do the drugs and whatnot, or just continue to let him do it because it allowed him to create the music that he did. And as Juice WRLD said himself, like, he wouldn't be here without the drugs, and the drugs will also be the reason that he leaves, because the drugs were allowing him to get in a certain zone or emotion or mood, feeling that he made the music, but then it was going to be his demise as well because he was so addicted. So not only did the label kind of get him hooked that way, even though he's probably doing drugs prior, but once you get money, you have more money to and resources, plugs to buy these drugs. But then afterwards, the fans also get hooked to the sad music, and they're likely on drugs as well because of the lyrics that Juice WRLD's spitting. So it's just a vicious cycle, man. I don't know why. I mean, actually I do know why. It's all about money in the end. Juice WRLD just has so many different versions to himself that the label just, they be fucking up. And that's another reason why y'all were asking me about, like, why do I get in these beefs or whatever. Not to always bring it back to that, but I feel like respect is way more important than the money. As a label, do you want to release the best music, or do you want to make the most money? How much money is enough? They've already released so many sad songs. They have enough music or money. They've made enough money. What is 10 million versus 20 million? You can still buy a house, a big ass house. You can still do whatever you want to do. And I understand, I'm like, you know, they're paying multiple people. They got administrators, they got marketing people, but it's just crazy. The hype shit would sell too. They just ain't tried the waters yet because they're too scared. Well, if you recall, they dropped Wandered to LA, which is more of like a happy song. It even had Justin Bieber on there. Let's actually check the numbers. But I don't think that it even did that well compared to Fighting Demons, the rest of the project, which Wanted to LA was. Likely because, again, it was a happy song as opposed to a sad song. So here we are. I'm looking at his Spotify numbers. Fighting Demons, we got 51 mil. Already Dead was another single that had 100 mil. I think Wandered to LA, did that drop before or after Already Dead? Either way, it was 1 week apart. Already Dead is obviously a sad song that was a single versus Wandered to LA with a big ass feature, Justin Bieber, and it's still lost. Just because one is sad, one is happy. So that pretty much just shows you that sad music sells more. Sorry, y'all. Justin Bieber's huge too. I think at one point he had like the most Spotify monthly listeners on the platform. It being sad doesn't mean people want to be sad. Okay. With that being said, just because somebody's doing heroin doesn't mean they want to be doing heroin. I don't know. Sometimes you just get addicted to that shit. Sometimes you need it. Like the way I need coffee, like daily. I can't get work done without coffee. I get a headache, legit. That is addiction, people.